off. We got 48 minutes of good ball ahead of us. So stand by. If you get hungry, thirsty, anything else like that too, because this stand is at the northwest corner of the football field. Down the bottom, you got the restrooms there also. So visit it whenever you get hungry, thirsty, or everything, whatever else you can. Moriarty won the toss and they will receive the ball. Española will be kicking off. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the beginning of everything else. You know me, doing two things at one time, multitasking. I'm actually broadcasting for Native Winds Radio and doing the public announcing at the same time. So stand by. Sometimes I'll get it right, sometimes I won't. There we go. Moriarty setting up to receive the ball. Receivers in the backfield. Number 30, Mario Romero. Number 32, Noah Wolf. Moriarty set to receive the ball in the backfield for the Pintos. Number 30, Mario Romero. Number 32, Noah Wolf. Ariel Quintana, number 8, getting ready to kick off for the Sundevils. In the backfield for the Pintos, number 30, like I said, is going to be Mario Romero and Noah Wolf to receive the ball. Ariel Quintana is a really good kicker. Actually, that's number 2. There we go, knuckleball over the middle, picked up. And it's still bouncing. It's in the 5-yard line, picked up by Mateo Manly Grego. He's up, he's on his feet. Swarmed by a bunch of Sun Devils right at the 17-yard line. First and 10 for Moriarty on the 18-yard line. All right, let's see Española Valley, how good they can maintain against this wing T setup that Moriarty likes to run. And we'll go from there. Let's see, the wing T, it's really complex if you don't understand it and you see what's going on. You got 3 backs, a slot running to the end. All right, handoff to number 30, Mario Romero. He's got some yards. He's gone all the way past the 25-yard line, stopped at the 26. And that was Mario Romero with a handoff going all the way to the 26-yard line for second and a short 4 yards. Second down and short 4 for Moriarty. That wing T, like I said, very complex. If you get confused one place, you can't see it on the other place. And it's just a matter of camouflage, concealment, and everything that you can put into an offense. It's amazing what they do. Number 22 at quarterback, Devin Ortiz. He's only a sophomore. And there he is, back to 30 again. Handoff to number 30, and that is Mario Romero. He gains yards, and it's going to be first and 10. all the way up to the 37-yard line. First and 10 on the 37-yard line. Moriarty just pushing away with the running game. This is going to make for a quick game if they run, and you understand what that means. Española's defense has got to get tough. They need to stay home, which means like a lot of them are getting confused. They're either going one way or going the other, and it just doesn't seem. All right, they go handoff to number 30 again around the edge, following his block. Missed tackles, he still gets a few yards. All right, picks out about 5. So that'll be second and 6. It'll pick up about 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, brings it to second and 6. 4-yard pickup. Second and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line. There we go once again. All right. Not very much razzle-dazzle going on. Just basic handoffs here and there. And there we go again. Number 30 again. He's already taken 4 of their 5 handoffs. Or at least 5. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe gaining 1 or 2 yards. Gain of about 2 yards. So that'll bring it up to third down. Third down and a short 3. Third down and 3. Right on the 44-yard line. Knocking close to the 50-yard line. All right, this number 30 has gotten the majority of their handoffs. Looks like they're going to keep going to him. If it works, why fix it? Española's defense has got to get a little tougher. They know it's a running game. They got to fill in the gaps wherever they can. You know, linebackers have to be set, steady, and right at the key. Handoff again to number 30, and he stopped, but then that was a fake to the back. All right, with the misdirection, number 20 with the ball on a flea flick in the back. That's number 20, Caleb Porter. Handoff, number 20, Caleb Porter, all the way to the house, but there is a flag on the play. A flag on the play, 2 flags. So it looks like it might come back. All right, 2 flags on the play. That means usually that's a blocking, a holding, or something against the offense. So don't put the 6 points on the board just yet. Not yet. All right, holding call. As we said, holding against Moriarty. So that's going to negate that touchdown. Bring Moriarty all the way back again. Keep him right at midfield. That's going to be a first and 10 for Moriarty, even with the penalties and everything going on like that. It's going to be first and 10 on the 50-yard line. 1 more yard and we'll be in Sun Devil territory. 1 more yard, Sun Devil territory. All right, time is ticking down. With this run game, time will go fast. Hand off to number 2. Okay, number 2 getting holes, getting through, slipping his way through. Hand off to Mateo Mandigrego with excellent run all the way up the middle. Gain of about 12, 13 yards. First and 10 on the Sun Devils 37-yard line. Yeah, first and 10 on the 37-yard line for Moriarty. They're just tearing up that line. And, you know, whenever you have a wing T formation, that means they're going to run the ball 99% of the time. And they may not ever throw it. You know, why? If you don't have to, why? Well, that was Española's philosophy last year. They were a run-heavy team, and they proved that it can be taken whenever they wanted, and so on. So with that, let's see if the Sun Devils, their defense, all right? Their defense has to just get tough. I know they got 7 in the box. They're just not conforming to the run. They're following the misdirections, and they need to be a little bit more disciplined. I know they practice that during the week, but let's see. All right. Moriarty under center. All right. The 2 wings on the outside, 2 running backs in the back. All right, number 2 taking off. Handoff to number 30. He's right off, but then he hands it off to number 33. Another different running back comes in, 33, Royce Dennison. Handoff to number 33, Royce Dennison. Pick up of about 6 yards, so that'll be second and a short 4, and that'll be on the 33-yard line. Second and 4 or 5 to go. All right, time's ticking down, 8:23, 8:20 plus. And, yeah, Moriarty's going to run off as much time as they can. You know, it's one of those things. They will run, and that makes for a real short time on the clock. If they start passing, then the time stops, and it makes for a long game. All right, quarterback under center, the wing T formation, single back in the backfield. All right, handoff to number 33. He stopped in the he was caught in the backfield, and now he's put down. All right, awesome tackle, number 3. And that was an awesome tackle by number 3, Santiago Trujillo. All the way back in the backfield, making Moriarty lose about 5-6 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and about 15 yards. All right, 15 yards. 3rd down and 15 on the 42-yard line. All right, that was totally caught off guard. All right, blitzing linebacker came in, did his job. Wasn't fooled by anybody. He could have been tackled once. There was 2 missed tackles, but it still came and did the job. All right, in motion, number 33. Quarterback still with it, and it was a pass, but it was down. That was a pass to the outside. It was incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down and about 15. They avoided a touchdown right there. Okay, Española, knock on wood. Click, 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 click. They avoided a disaster. Touchback was called back. Touchdown was called back. And now, wow, that's kind of dusty up here. It's getting my allergies. But anyway, we got a good halftime show coming up too. So with the time going down the way it is, it's, you know, the clock is running really great. All right, we're already going for it on 4th down and 15. Quarterback back to pass. Screen to the outside, and he's brought down immediately at the 40-yard line. Good job. Española takes over 1st down and 10 on the 40-yard line. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right. So with that right there, looks like Española is not getting fooled, and Moriarty switching to different offense. That's the most they've passed in the last 4 games that I was told about, even by the coach himself. He said they were just not a passing team. Guess what? Yes, they are. All right, here we go, Española on offense. Irving Primero, the back. He's off. Pitch to the outside. All right. Stopped right at midfield. That's Benny Trujillo. Pitch out to Benny Trujillo. Benny Trujillo makes it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, so that's where he's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 on the 40-yard line for Española. All right, that option pass, pitch out was just not going anywhere from the very beginning, so they got to mix it up a little bit more. All right, they're a passing team this year. Let's see. And you start off with the run. Maybe a good thing, throw the other team off. But let's see what's going to happen now. Okay, Primero in the back. They have a spread formation. Single back. And Primero looking straight out. He's looking pass. He's looking. He's got him way out there. He's got him. He's gone. He's going. Right. And that's his big receiver right there. Pass complete to Cody Kofin, all the way down to the 20. That's the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Pinto 18-yard line. There we go, Primero back in the back. Single back, spread out. Once again, looking out, passing. He's got a receiver wide open to Kofin again. And he's in the end zone. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Sundevils! All right, the passing game is working very well, all right? Where Moriarty may have a good running game, Española just has that much better of a passing game. So, all right. All right, there it is. Just right under 6 minutes. Score 6-0. Set up for the extra point, Ariel Quintana. Here we go. Ariel Quintana with the extra point. He's been a pretty good kicker. You know, he's pretty steady, pretty constant. He does make these extra points, and technically he does do good kickoffs. It's a missed snap, but it's over. No good. All right, the score's going to stay at 6. All right, 5 minutes and 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Score on the board. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 0. Española Valley High School Sundevils 6. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right, what a way to start off first quarter against a team that, could possibly run all over the place. Let's see what Española's defense can come out with right now. Hey, they have to shut down that offense. They need to shut down that run play. But they can make it back if they really just play the game. Hang in there tough. All right, Española is fired up. Those players on the sideline are, yeah, we got this. We can do this. And they should. They should have all the confidence in the world. There's old philosophy back in the day. I heard this from one of the coaches back in the day. To start a season, you win your first game. You win homecoming, so you have a happy night. You win your first district game. And hopefully make it all the way to the state championship. And right now, Española looks like they're on that track. If they can win tonight, it'll be a happy night. Good night. All right, Española set to kick off. Ariel Quintana kicking it off in the backfield for Moriarty. You got number 30, Mario Romero, and number 2, Mateo Manligriego. There we go, knuckleball over the middle. It's bouncing, and it's finally picked up at the 22-yard line. Manligriego is taken down at the 25. All right, Española's hitting like Española's hitting like they're a team on fire, and that they are. They are a team on fire. People didn't predict them to win this game. I'll tell you the truth. I saw Will Weber's article in the New Mexican, and he predicted Moriarty over him. And Moriarty's played some really good, hard, tough teams. So let's see. Can they keep the momentum up? All right, Moriarty with a handoff over the middle, number 30. That's Mario Romero. Gains a few yards. All right, gained a pickup of about 6, 7. So that's going to be second down in a short 4 to go. Second down and 4 to go on the 33-yard line, 32-yard line. Okay, Moriarty back out in the offense. Yeah, that wing T, they're not going to change, so the offense is going to stay the same. Wing T all night long. And there goes handoff. Handoff over the middle to number 30 once again. All right, he's going to get a lot of action. He's been seeing the majority of the handoffs to him, Mario Romero. And he got a first down. First and 10 for Moriarty on the 38-yard line. First and 10 on the 38-yard line for Moriarty. First and 10, all right. Española defense giving yardage, but coming back on when they have to. They're hanging tough when they have to. Moriarty might be gaining a lot of yards, but Española is still hanging tough. They got that. It's a forefront defense with 2 stand-up defensive ends, 2 down linemen. Handoff over the middle, gain of a couple of yards. It's going to be second down. Second down and 8, gain about 2 yards. And like I said, a running game like this too, the time is going to go very fast. And we only have like 4.5 minutes into the first quarter. And it's not even barely 6:15. All right, so, one of those things. Run good, run hard, and take time off the clock. There we go again one more time. Wing T offense, quarterback. Hands off to number 33 this time. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Handoff to number 33, Royce Dennison. He stopped, a couple of yards gained. That's still going to be third down and 6 on the 43-yard line, 42-yard line. Third down and 6 on the 43-yard line. Score 6-0. Española, 3.5 minutes to go. So you've already wasted 7, 8 minutes, 9 minutes already. Just running the ball, going back and forth. Moriarty's gaining a lot of yards, putting a lot of statistics on the thing, but if you ain't got the score, it don't count. All right, handoff over the middle. Handoff over the middle to number 30. He pulls his way all the way to close to a first down. Number 30, Mario Romero. And yes, they do give him the first down. That's first and 10 on the 49-yard line for Moriarty. First and 10 for the Moriarty Pintos on 49-yard line. They're knocking on the door once again to get to midfield. And they're just taking that ball up. They haven't gone around the edge yet. It's kind of interesting to see once they do go around the end, see if Española's defensive ends will stay home or they'll overshoot, or if they're disciplined enough. Handoff around the edge to number 33, Royce Dennison, gain a couple yards. He's past midfield. He's into Sun Devil territory. All right, ball's on the 48-yard line. That'll be second and short 7 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 7. Ball is in Sun Devil territory on the 48-yard line. And we're coming down to 2.5 minutes already in the first quarter. You know, a fast first quarter because Moriarty likes to run the lawn. They've had the ball the majority of the time. As far as time used up, couldn't tell you, but I know it's probably 3/4 of the time Moriarty's had the ball. Here they are back in the wing T formation. Quarterback under center. And once again, we got a whistle. We have a whistle. And according to the back judge, that's delay a game. All right, they delay a game. It's going to send him back 5 yards. You got to keep your eye on that back judge. I don't care. One of the assistant coaches has to keep his eye on the back judge at all times. And, you know, count. Whenever he puts up his hand, got to count. And that'll tell the quarterback, you only have this much time. Get it out. Get the ball out. Get it going. With that penalty, that's going to push him back another 5 yards. It's going to be back into Moriarty territory. 2nd down and 13 to go. Ball's back in Moriarty territory. Wing T. Handoff to the slot back around the edge, and he's brought down in the backfield. He is brought back down in the downfield. That was end around, and it didn't fool nobody. That was number 3, Santiago Trujillo again. Or number 8. That's going to be a 3rd down and a long 17. All right. Third down and 17. Ball's on the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Once again, that defense has adjusted, you know, right? They got 8 men in the box. 8 in the box, and they're holding them tough. All right, gain of about 7 yards. Actually, 8. But that's going to bring 4th down. 4th down and about 6 yards to go. Ball is on the 48-yard line. Sun Devil territory. Moriarty will go for it. They don't seem to want to kick. But let's see. Let's see. All right, anything can happen this time. Is it timeout? Timeout. Timeout. Sun Devils. All right, timeout on the field. 47 seconds left in first quarter. Score on the board. Moriarty Pintos 0. Española Valley 6. All right, enjoy. Relax. Just for your information, concession stand, restrooms on the bottom northwest corner of the field. So if you're hungry, thirsty, everything else, concession stand is right there. And if you need to relieve yourself, the restrooms are right there also. Right at the corner of the bleachers on the home side over here is 4J Graphics. Eric and Alicia Romero, 4J Graphics, you know, for any of your apparel that you may need. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and so on. Visit them and give us business. All right, let's see what's going on right now. And here we go. They break the timeout. 47 seconds left. 4th down and about 6. Moriarty looks like they're going to kick for it. I've never seen it. All right, Moriarty going for the kick right now. So let's see who's in the backfield. Kick is off. Michael Maestas right under it. He gets it at the 12-yard line. He's on his horse. He's up and down, and they got him down with a 5-yard gain. Española will take over 1st and down, 1st and 10 on the 18-yard line. Trying to talk to both teams at one time, and all right, on the broadcast I can talk whatever I want, but on the microphone I got to watch myself. All right, 1st and 10. Española takes over.
42 seconds.
Here we go. Yes, indeed. All right, Española. Primero. All right, split. It's the spread formation. Trips out. And he shows a short screen to the outside. Primero with a screen to the outside. It didn't go nowhere. Didn't fool Moriarty for a bit. Lost a few yards at that point right there. But it's working. So that'll bring 2nd down and 12. 2nd down and 12 on the 18-yard line. Actually, the 17-yard line. All right, 2nd and 12, 13 on the 17-yard line. Española, what needs to find? What's going to work right now? The passing game is working. They just need to figure out which way to pass, how to pass it, and so on. Moriarty's got 3-4 defense. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The end of 1st quarter. What a great quarter. You know, Moriarty ran about 3/4 of the whole 12 minutes. Didn't score. They had a chance to score on the opening kickoff, but it was called back because of 2 penalties, holding penalties and such like that too. Española seems to find a way to stifle that running game. They're giving them a few yards at a time, but not enough to give them anything that, you know, they can work with. So we'll see as that goes on. All right, let's give some of the sponsors a little bit of credit like that too. We got a golf tournament that's going to be coming up on October 4th. All right, so you have any information on the golf tournament that's going to be happening October 4th, contact the athletic director, which would be Coach Fulgenzi here at Española, right? So you got different sponsors: platinum $1,000, gold $500, silver $250. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off the 2nd quarter. 2nd quarter of game right now. Española on offense. All right, here we go. All right, Primero setting up the offense right now. He's in spread formation. Trips left. Single back. And he's going outside. He's looking to his lone receiver on the outside, which overthrown. Ball is incomplete. Overthrown to number 0. Who's number 0? All right, that's number 0, Jared Duda. You might remember that name. He's a basketball player, and he's a real good basketball player. But he's out here right now, and he's playing, and good for him. Primero gets the calls from the coach and the sideline. He's in. He's going. All right. They break the huddle. Here comes the Sun Devils. All right, let's see. It's 3rd down and about 12. 3rd down and 12. Balls on the 17-yard line. Primero, single back in the back. Trips left once again. Setting up the offense. He's looking out. He's scrambling. And he's taken down for a sack. Primero is taken down for a sack right below the 5-yard line. So, line right now is not holding. They put it on the 6, which is better than behind the 5. So we got Ariel Quintana coming out. 4th down. 4th down and 22. Española going to punt the ball. Española going to punt the ball. He's got to have a good kick. Get him out of trouble. Get him out of good field position. Back for Moriarty is Royce Dennison. Ariel Quintana set to kick the ball. Receiving the ball for the Pintos, number 33, Royce Dennison. Oh, we got a whistle. Hold one. What do you say? Oh, delay a game. I didn't see. Delay a game. All right, that's delay a game. That's going to put him halfway to the goal line right there. So that puts him even worse in the hole. Dennison still coming 5 yards closer. He's in the 30 area, 30-yard area. There we go. He's got to get off a good kick. And here we go. And it's a kick. It's high. It's straight up, but it's not going anywhere. It's bouncing, bouncing. It's finally down at the 32-yard line. All right. Ball down at the 32-yard line. Moriarty takes over on offense. All the way to the 32-yard line. All right. Not a very far kick, but a high kick. It had some hang time. So Moriarty's in good field position. They're in the Sun Devil territory. And let's see, 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line. They got 32 yards. All right, that doesn't seem like much, but there we go. Wing T offense. Well, actually, no, single. We got one single on the outside. Okay, hand off to number 30. Hand off over the middle to number 30, and he's gone all the way in. No flags I see so far. That's a touchdown. Number 30, Mario Romero in for the TD. Damn, something wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time I come into this booth, it's like something. It's all the wind, all the dust, everything. It just tears me up. We're already going for the extra point. We're already going for the extra point. One more point. Let's see. We got a flag. Yeah, it looks like Española a little bit too eager to cross the line. Cody Cofin crossing the line. That's going to be offsides. And that puts Moriarty one foot closer too, because half a distance to the goal line. 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second quarter. Score is 6. Moriarty, 6. Española. Moriarty wanting to make it 7. There's the kick. Let's see how it goes. The kick is up, and it's out of bounds on the side. So the score remains the same. With 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter, Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6. Española Valley High School 6. All right, Española comes back to receive the ball. Moriarty will kick off. This is the perfect time for Española to regroup. Quarterback needs to hang tight. Line has to hang tight. Everybody's got to just come back as a team. 6 points. All right, it happened. All right, let's get it back. Let's see Española can, kind of figure out. They're doing excellent with the passing game. They just need to stick to it, and it's some of the receivers that can really get out there. Cofin should be one of their things. He's tall. He's like 6'3". He can get up there. He can jump. He's a basketball player. Jack Duda's another one. He's a basketball player, and that guy has some hops. This guy can get up there if anybody can. So let's see who's in the back to field for Española. All right, we got Benny Trujillo. No, Michael Maestas and number 2, Cody Trujillo. All right, ready to receive the ball for Española. We got Michael Maestas and Cody Trujillo. There we go. They get the whistle. Moriarty breaks. And here we go. Set. Ready to kick off. And here goes the kick. It's a knuckleball straight over the middle, and it's touched, but it's picked up at the 15-yard line. He's on his way. He's going up, and he's finally taken down at the 26-yard line.
I need you guys to announce to get row report and their parents to the south side of the court. I mean the south side of the field. Row report and their escorts.
All right. Española will take it out on 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 27 for Española. There we go. Spread formation. They got twins this time. 2 receivers on both sides. And single back in the backfield. All right. But we're already coming at you with the 3-4 defense. All right, whistle on the play. Something happened. Somebody might have moved. Something was going on. All right. Whistle on the play. Let's see what's going on right now. It's either somebody got too anxious to move or somebody jumped when they shouldn't. Illegal motion against Española. That's 5 yards back. All right. Second down and 15. All right. At this time, Royal Court and their escorts to the south end zone of the field. Royal Court and your escorts to the south end of the field, please. All right. You hear me talking one thing and stuff like that too. Like I said, I'm doing 2 jobs at one time, which is awesome. But what I announce on the PA, I'll be announcing through the radio. So stand by, listen to me, and do whatever you want. Laugh, because it's kind of funny sometimes. All right, pass over to the outside, and it's taken. Gained a few yards, but there is a flag. There is a flag, and usually at that point right there, it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be holding. All right, little holding call against Española. All right, so that's going to take them back another 10 yards. First down, still stays first down. It still stays first down. First and 10, and first and 25. With that penalty, that's still going to put in first and 25. That's still first down. They got 4 downs to go. All right, so they can make up some time right now. They can make up some yardage. They're in a spread offense, split right, twins right. All right, quarterback, lone back in the back. All right, you don't want to run on this unless you got a really good running back. Primero looking back, scrambling. He's looking around. He's going to take it himself, but he gets knocked at the line of scrimmage. All right, Primero with a quarterback keeper takes it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gains a yard or 2. That's going to bring it up to second down. Second down, and 23 if he gained any yards. Yeah, it's still going to be the same thing right there, okay? Moriarty running somewhat 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 1 stand-up end on the outside. Got your linebackers who are very, very disciplined. They don't rush if they don't have to, but it looks like they got a blitz going in one time. Primero back to pass, got a receiver wide open. Michael Mastas with the reception right over the middle, and he's still on his feet. Guy has speed, his run, he's past the first down at the 50, 40, and he's taken out at the 40-yard line. We got a flag in the backfield, though. That's not a good sight. We got a roughing the passer. All right, so that's going to negate the penalty, and Española is going to take the yards. All right, they're still going to tack on some yards with that roughing the passer call. Look at that, and we've seen it already in several games where they come after Primero, and they want to make him think twice. But he's been tough. He's hanging in there. First and 10 on the 41-yard line, on the Pinto 41-yard line. All right, so Española, even with the roughing the passer, still make the first down from Michael Maestas. So that's it. That's good right there. We got homecoming royalty in the back, getting ready for their little ceremony to be going on. Española breaks the huddle. They're going into their trips formation. Trips. You got a single on this side. You got an isolated receiver over here, and he's very dangerous because he is by himself. Primero connects with him. That's game over. And there he is, Cody Cofin right over the middle. And that's Cody Cofin right over the middle. Pass isolated to the outside. Touchdown. No flags. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right, just as I mentioned a while ago, Cody Cofin isolated by himself takes a slant to the inside, hit on the run, and you can't ask for much more. And that's a touchdown. That's 12. 12 on the board. No flags, no nothing. Good play right there. Española, that's going to be their primary receiver right there, number 7, Cody Cofin. They hit him every single time. It's watch out. It means they're going to have to double team him, and then what? That leaves somebody else open. So, looking at that, awesome. Española going for a two-point Española going for a 2-point conversion at this point right now. Let's see if they can make it or not. There we go. Now we got Twins. Kofin isolated once again on the outside, and it's a quick pass over the side, and it don't go nowhere. All right, screenplay to the outside, don't go nowhere. So the score remains the same. 8 minutes left in this second quarter. Score on the board, Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6, Española Valley High School Sundevils 12. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the kickoff, Moriarty will be receiving the ball. All right, Moriarty will be receiving the ball. Española will be kicking the ball. A couple of thank yous to the sponsors: Allstate Insurance, Donna Casado State Farm, Ideal Home Health Care, Mooring USA, Colonial Insurance, 4J Graphics, located on the northeast side of the home side bleachers. All right, Eric and Alicia Romero selling. And let's get back into the game. All right, receiving for Moriarty, got number 30. All right, set to kick off the ball, Ariel Quintana. Receiving the ball, number 30, Mario Romero, and number 2, Mateo Manley Griego. There we go, kickoff. Knuckleball straight over the middle. Connected. And he's finally taken down around the 33-yard line. Number 30, Mario Romero. First and 10 for the Pintos on the 32-yard line. Española back on defense. Let's see if their defense can hold. We got that evening sun. Before it goes down, just have a heck of a time with all this glare coming into the booth. But we just got to grin it and bear, because that's what we do. That's how we are. That's how we roll. Salinas.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Got it from the man right there. All right, continue right on. Moriarty, wing T, handoff, number 33. And he's caught at the line of scrimmage. Handoff to number 33, Royce Dennison. He's caught at the line of scrimmage and taken back for a loss of 3 yards. That'll bring it up to 2nd and 11. Second and 11 for the Pintos, right on the 30-yard line. 2nd and 11. All right, Moriarty coming back out with the wing T. Sometimes they only have both. They both have wings. Sometimes they only have one wing on the outside. Now they got double backs in the back, all right? So, there we go. Handoff to number 30. He's caught at the line of scrimmage, gains a couple of yards. All right, handoff to number 30, Mario Romero, gains a couple of yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
So 2 of them have the same, so it's a junior and a freshman that are sisters, and they have the same, yeah, so if you can I just circle their names?
You're coming out together?
No, just their parents are going to...
3rd down and 9 for the Pintos. Ball is on the 32-yard line. All right, we already set up in the wing T, double backs. All right, motion, and a handoff right over the middle, back to number 30. All right, Española's defense is just totally handing it great. All right. All right, handoff over the middle, and that doesn't go anywhere. That's going to bring him down to 4th down and 8. Are they going to go for it? There's only 6 minutes, and the countdown is going down. All right. Let's see what they're going to do now. They're going to go for it? Yes, they should. Well, maybe not. Moriarty sets up for the punt. All right, in the backfield for Española, we got number 2 and number 4. Michael or holding or something. Let's see, with this glare, can't see the officials. All right. We got a holding call from what I saw against Española. Blocking in the back. All right. Oh, we got a blocking in the back call against Española. That's going to take their ball back a little further. So they'll still take it 1st and 10. First and 10 for Española on the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. 5 minutes and 29 seconds left in the second quarter, halftime. All right, we got Española twins. They're working on twins. Primero solo. In motion is Maestas, and it's a pitch off to Maestas right on the corner. All right, pitch off to Maestas, who was in motion, gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard. 2nd and 11 for Española. 2nd and 11 for Española. Maestas on the pitch out when he was in motion. Didn't fool Moriarty. They toughened up and came up with the tackle. All right, here goes Española. Primero in with the signals, ready to call. In with him was number 7, Cody Cofin. It worked twice. It worked already several times, the connection between Primero and Cofin. So let's see if they isolate Cofin, you know, shoot, he's taking advantage of that cornerback that's on him. He's faster, he's bigger, he's stronger. So let's see. All right, there's trips right, spread out. Primero with the ball. Primero looking back. He's got his man on the outside, and that's Maestas. He's on his horse. He's going. He's all the way past midfield. And that's pass to Benny Trujillo. Benny Trujillo picking up a ton of yards all the way into Pinto territory. All right, all the way down to the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. Time is counting down. 4 minutes, 18 seconds, and counting down. You know, Española continues that passing attack and making good passes and receivings and the runs that come with it. All right, they're going to be okay. They're going to be fine. You know, and Moriarty's going to take off all the time by running the ball every single time. All right. Once again, we got trips right, single back. Primero back to pass. He's out, screen over the middle, hits Maestas out of the backfield, and he's at the 40-yard line. Pass over the middle to Maestas, and he's back at the 40-yard line. Is that Maestas? No, that's Benny Trujillo. Benny Trujillo with a pickup of about 2 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 on the 41-yard line. That's looking really good. You know, little short passes like that, too, are not going to kill you, and they're going to save you a lot of time and give you a lot of yardage. Just pick away at the defense, make them come up and do their job. Española executing very well. You know, this is going to be a good game. All right, you got twins, single back for Española. Primero in the backfield, sizing up the situation. He's looking back. He's got a receiver, but he's got a lot of pressure coming too, and boom! And it's an incomplete pass. Depends what the official's going to call it, if that was an illegal pass or not. I don't see a flag. I don't see any hand signals. Incomplete pass over the middle, and that'll bring it down to 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 41-yard line. So, yeah, that was close. You just don't throw the ball away like that, you know, even if you're in trouble or whatever else. You do, but you make sure it's not into all the defense that's coming at you. One shot. Okay, you watch the film, you see it, you see what's going on like that, you understand what I mean. So let's see, for right now, under 3 minutes, scored Española 12, Moriarty 6. All right, we got trips right. Española Primero back to pass. He's looking, he's got a receiver wide open at the 30-yard line. Well enough for a 1st down. He's still on his feet. He is not. All right, he's fine. He met. It wasn't a tackle. All right, pass complete, taken all the way down to the 12, to the 21-yard line. Flag is down. That might be unsportsmanlike conduct. Looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct from what the tackle or the. It was not a friendly bump. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't a friendly bump. But, all right, it could be construed as something else different. Let's see what they're going to call finally after. Yeah, they're discussing it. You know, I need to get a headset for Salinas over here so I can get color commentary with me, man. It would be, unless you can hear him, I'll turn up the volume. Let's see, let's have him, because he's helping me out a lot with, down and distance and everything else I got to. Personal foul. All right, contact. What do they call that when they're helmet to helmet? Anyway, penalty against Moriarty, illegal contact, helmet to helmet, from what it's looked like. That's going to push Española all the way into the red zone, right past the 10-yard line. That was a costly one for Moriarty right there. Targeting. Targeting is the call. Targeting. So that was a targeting call. More times than not, the player gets ejected, from what I understand. So if it was targeting, I think the player does get ejected. And it's not a strike, because it's sometimes unintentional or intentional. So we see the young man over there on the sidelines talking to the coach, and it's things that shouldn't happen. He might be suspended from the game. I know how the rules run if it's intentional. I've seen it in college. I've seen it in the pros where they eject him immediately. Anyways, Española with the ball right now. It's 1st and 10. And the ball is on the 12-yard line. Primero, handoff. But it's not going anywhere. Handoff to Benny Trujillo. Back to the line of scrimmage. All right, that was a fake thing, but it didn't fool anybody. It didn't fool Moriarty. So that's going to be a 2nd down and 11. But we're pretty close down to the 2-minute time now. I know there's not the 2-minute warning like there is in college and the pros. The time will keep on going. Española breaks the huddle. They're in trips right. Single back. Primero back to pass. He sees him wide open in the end zone. He's wide open with a catch over the middle. Española pass caught right over the middle to Michael Maestas from Irvin Primero. Touchdown, Sundevils!
Passing game's looking great.
I know, man.
This guy with the squad last year.
Yeah.
Meshed together.
Yeah, and that's one of the famous comments right now. If this passing game could have meshed in last year, we might have had a state championship or a state runner-up. Española set to kick the extra point. Española set to kick the extra point. Ariel Quintana. Kick is blocked. No good. But the score is Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6, Española Valley High School 18. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. 1 minute, 53 seconds till halftime. Halftime. Stand by for halftime highlights, Royal Court, and everything else. All right, some more of the sponsors, Level Up Builders, Home Run Pizza, Computer Assets, Norcon, Coca-Cola, El Paragua, Creative Kids, MNP Holdings, Rivera Funeral Home, Enchanted Media Strategies, New Mexico Office Supplies, C4 Tractor, Capital 4, Delta Event Center, and In at the Delta. All right, Moriarty set to receive the ball, got in the backfield. In the backfield for Moriarty, got Mateo Mandegrego, number 2, and number 30, Mario Romero. Set to kick off the ball, number 8, Ariel Quintana. So here we go. Let's see a good kick right here. We just throw everything, get them deep in their end zone to where they only 80 yards to go. There we go, kickoff. It's down all the way down to the 10-yard line. taken by Grego. Grego has room. He's at the 30-yard line. He's met, but ball guts away. He's still on his feet. He's finally taken down. Taken down at the 38-yard line. First and 10 for the Pintos on the 38-yard line. 1 minute, 38 seconds. There we go. Moriarty wing off, single back. He got the spin going around in full nobody. Number 2. He's still on his feet. Missed tackle. All right, handoff to Mateo Manigrego. Gains a yard or 2. Second down and 8 on the 44-yard line. All right, 1 minute 17. This is about the thing about the running game. The time will tick, 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 tick. It's not in your favor if you're running the ball and you're behind. And yes, okay. You got the wing back. All right, modified wing T. Runner up over the middle, and he's got some room. He's still on his feet. All right, he's all the way past midfield. He's into Sun Devil territory. Time is still kicking. It's under a minute. Got to get some time for the change. All right, with that run, that brought it across midfield into Sun Devil territory. And timeout, Pintos. With 52 seconds left in the quarter, up to halftime. Score on the board, Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6, Española Valley High School Sun Devils 18. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. All right, let's give a big hand to the cheer team. All right, Tatiana Quintana, Amanda Quintana, right, sponsors, coaches. Thank you, everybody in attendance tonight. This is a good crowd. Thank you very much for showing up and supporting your Sun Devils. There we go. Timeout. Readjust. Set up that defense. Calm them down. All right, don't give them too many yards, and you should be fine. 52 seconds is a long time, especially when you got a beat-up football team that's going to run you to death. All right, here we go. Set to go. Moriarty in their all right, lone wing back. All right, it's not the wing T, but handoff straight over to same. Their big back, 33. All right, handoff to number 33, Royce Dennison. Didn't go nowhere that time. Time is counting down under 40 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Ball is on the 42-yard line. There we go. They're in a hurry-up offense. They're still trying to figure out what's going on. All right, handoff again. No, pass. Throw the ball. He's blind. It's going to be, all right, pass to the inside, incomplete. So that's going to bring it down to 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line, 17 seconds left in this quarter. Till halftime. And stand by for halftime highlights and homecoming processions.
She was saying that these are sisters, so you're going to, I don't know why they would think that you would mix up their names. So you got it.
Yeah, okay. We got 2 sisters that are in here like that too, and they thought I'd confuse the names, but I'm a good reader. I am a good judge of character, so. They're going to hand off to number 2, and then that's Mateo Manigrego. He gets close to 10 yards, but the 10 seconds. Time out. Moriarty. 7 seconds left till halftime. 7 seconds till halftime. Score on the board. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6. Española Valley High School Sun Devils 18. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. What a quick change of pace. You know, a lot of people saying, you know, Española didn't have a chance against this running game. And Moriarty came out. They're huge. That's a big team. And, you know, when you run this wing T and you've got a good line, you're not going to stop. You're not going to go anywhere. And they're really going to take advantage of you. And the running game is awesome. But it doesn't seem to be really doing the damage that they thought it would do to Española. Española's hanging in tough. They're allowing them to get yardage, but they're not giving them so much to where they're letting them score. And that's the whole key right now to the game. Run as much as you want, but stay out of the end zone. And I give a lot of credit to the Sun Devil defense right now for holding tight, just holding, standing their ground. All right, 7 seconds. Here you go. This could be the final play of the first half. And it's an open set. Single back. All right, Twins. And we got a timeout, Española. And we got another timeout. Timeout, Española. They just seem to get that defense set the right way. Yeah, and that was a bit of confusion right there because Moriarty comes out in a Twins like they're ready to pass. And, of course, when your defense isn't set up for it, I saw only 2 cornerbacks and a single safety in the back, and you got 4 receivers. It ain't going to work. So the defensive coordinator's got to readjust. And if they do come out in the passing offense, you got to readjust. You got to have your kids, ready to go at a moment's notice. So hopefully that's what they told them right now. Get it together and see what you're going to do. That's good music selection, man. Jesus, Salinas, you're doing an awesome job, man.
Season's around the corner, so we need some country music.
That's right. You got to mix it up. Go from Black Sabbath to country music and so on. It's awesome. Yeah, the diversity we have here in the valley is awesome. That's that's what makes us unique up here in northern New Mexico. We can go from hard rock down to reggae or any type of music you want. Well, the rancheras, the blues, whatever else. All right, here goes Moriarty right now, setting up back in their wing formation. They're probably going to run it, let the clock run out, and readjust for halftime. And here we go, running play, handoff over the middle, gaining several yards. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime. With the score on the board, Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6, Española Valley High School 18. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. And stand by for halftime. Coach is trying to argue that there probably was still time on the clock when the player went down, but they're going to call the players back, and I think there's going to put up maybe a couple seconds left on the clock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like there might have been a couple of seconds left on the clock before it ran out of time. We'll confer with the officials and let you know ASAP. There may be one play left. One play left before we get into halftime. Royal Court, could you please exit the field? Royal Court, you need to get off the field. Cheerleaders, please come back to the track. One more play. Let's see what the final adjustment is. 1 second, 2 seconds. What is it? They haven't notified the clock yet. We have a timeout. Moriarty. No official time as far as what time should be put on the clock. Okay, we need a signal. All right.
Hey, Mark.
Official time on the clock. 1 second. 1 second left on the clock. And we're going to take it down. One second. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last play of the quarter, halftime. All right, 1 second. All right. Yeah, I'd fight that too. Why not? Back to pass, and he's really getting interrupted, and it didn't do no good because guess what? Sack. Sack in the back. So that's going to end the quarter officially. It's officially halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Officially halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while I take a break to announce the homecoming court and everything else like that too, we shall return, and I shall bring you back with all the highlights and everything else that's going on. Who's the homecoming king, queen, and so on. So we'll be back with you in a few minutes. All right, hang on. All right, just a little break interruption. Well, we're going to announce them too since they are on the thing. All right, Soraya Quintana, escorted by Tanya Males and Daniel Garcia. Sean Rivera, escorted by Avery Schultz. And those are your freshmen: Jordan Martinez, Soraya Quintana, Sean Rivera. Sophomores: Mayabella Martinez, escorted by Faye Duran and Joseph Salazar. Nicolas Martinez, escorted by Rhonda Tencio, Eva Olguin, Sarah and Noah Martinez. Your sophomores: Mayabella Martinez, Nicolas Martinez. Juniors: Chantal Quintana, escorted by Tanya Males and Daniel Garcia. Colt 45 Herrera, escorted by Patrick and Patricia Herrera. Divinity Garcia, escorted by Victoria Gonzalez and Giseline Parra. Novea Ortega, escorted by Annabelle Trujillo. That's a whole big senior class, huh? Those are your juniors: Chantal Quintana, Colt 45 Herrera, Divinity Garcia, and Nevea Ortega. Your seniors, the big class: Olivia Suazo, escorted by Nancy and Tobias Suazo. Toby. Shaya Tapia, escorted by Christy and Laze Tapia. Jordan Martinez, escorted by Dominic and Gwen Martinez. Irvin Primero, escorted by Camille and Waylon Maestas. Cody Kofin, escorted by Beverly Kofin and Mark Kofin. Estrella Paca, escorted by Manuel, Angie, Nanina, and Nathan Baca. Savannah Martinez, escorted by Valerie Ortega, Elias, Emily, and Aubrey Martinez. Peter Pasos Perez, escorted by Veronica Perez, Pedro, and Angel Pasos. All right, let's give him a little bit of time, get him back on the field. And we know who the king and queen are already, so it's just waiting for the cloud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a big hand. And now for the drum roll. Your 2025 homecoming king is Irvin Primero. All right, let's hear it for your quarterback. Number 5 in your hearts, Irvin Primero. Drum roll once again. And now, your 2025 homecoming queen is Estrella Baca. Your 2025 homecoming king, Irvin Primero, and his queen, Estrella Baca. Enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. You got 12 minutes before the start of the third quarter. Congratulations to you two. Congratulations to all who ran all the way from the top to the bottom. All right. Royal Court, Jordan Martinez, Soraya Quintana, Sean Rivera, Mayabella Martinez, Nicolas Martinez, Chantel Quintana, Colt 45 Herrera, Divinity Garcia, Neve Ortega, Olivia Suazo, Shad Tapia, Jordan Martinez, Leah Vigil, Michael Maestas, Cody Cofin, Savannah Martinez, Peter Pasos Perez. All right, let's get a win and enjoy tonight homecoming dance. All right, you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. So you got a homecoming king and a homecoming queen. Is start the festivities, because there's going to be a lot to be taken care of right now. And let's take a little bit of a break for right now. I guess they Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's 30 seconds right before third quarter. And Sun Devils is taking the field. Moriarty is taking the field. We got an extra 2 minutes, all right, for them to warm up and do whatever they got to do. So we'll come back to you. Score is still 6-18 in favor of the Sun Devils. There we go. From a countdown to a count back, it's coming back up, and it's going back up right on. So we got the homecoming court, and homecoming hopefully is going to be a happy night tonight. Sun Devils win this game. It's going. Yeah. Boom. Española with the lead gets the ball back to control the offense now to start third quarter. So let's see what they can come out with. They're going to come out with a good heavy pass play. And was mentioned by my colleague right here, Coach Salinas, they had that pass in the run game of last year. Oh my gosh, what a terrible situation that would have been for opposing teams. But sometimes in life you find out things too late and you can't turn back the clock. But right now, let's just wait for another second half, 24 minutes. And let's see. Here we go. They're coming out to the field, getting ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is third quarter. Third quarter. Score on the board is still the same. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 6. Española Valley High School Sun Devils 18. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. And the good thing about it, they get the ball back. They get to control the offense to start this third quarter. And let's see what kind of magic they can do. I already said, you isolate Kofin. He's 6'3". He's a basketball player. He can jump. He can catch. He's your total package. The new guy in the system right now, Jarek Duda. I was surprised when I saw that name on the thing. Jarek Duda is an athlete all in his own. He's a basketball phenomenon. And I'm glad he came out for the football team. Let's see who's in the backfield ready to receive for Española. You got Michael Maestas, Benny Trujillo, and it looks like Cody Kofin. All right, set to receive for Española, Cody Kofin, Michael Maestas, and Benny Trujillo. There we go, kickoff straight over the middle. Bounces at the 20-yard line, picked up, taking all the way to 20, 25, still on his feet. And he's taken down around the 26. First and 10 for Española right around the 26. All right, here comes Española. Let's see what kind of damage they can do now. Like we said, the passing game is their bread and butter right now. If they can establish a run game, that'll even put more pressure on teams to try and figure out what they're trying to do. It looks like Kofin's coming out. Wow. Your best receiver's coming out to the sideline. Looks like they're going to try something else out. change up the offense. It shouldn't be too much. All right, with a tight end, they got trips left, single back, and Moriarty blitzing. They isolated out in the far corner. Pass was out to Jarek Duda. Pass to the outside to Jarek Duda, incomplete. That's going to bring out 2nd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. All right, 2nd and 10 on the 27-yard line. Española came out passing. Jarek Duda on the outside. Kofin, can't understand why he's not in there starting. I hope nothing's wrong, but we'll get a confirmation from the sideline. See if everything's okay. Española trips right. Single back. All right. Primero back to pass to the outside. Has a receiver wide open right at the 30-yard line. All right, pass complete all the way out to the 35-yard line. Close to a first down, a couple of yards shy. So that brings it down to 3rd down, ball on the 35. 3rd down and short 2, ball on the 35. We need to get to a 37. Time still ticking away, which is great. Awesome. All right, same thing, same setup. All right, they're twins. Single back. Middle back looking to the outside. He has an open receiver, and he's dropped the ball. Okay, that was Santiago Trujillo. Pass over the middle to Santiago Trujillo, dropped. So that'll bring it down to 4th down and short 3 yards. Kicking team looks like coming out. Ariel Quintana. That stops the clock at 11 minutes, 9 seconds. All right, 1 minute. Moriarty handoff over the middle, gaining a couple of yards. That's number 2. That's Manly Griego gaining 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 32-yard line. 2nd and 7, ball on the 32-yard line. On Sun Devil territory. All right. Run the ball. But that was a costly call right there for them to go on 4th down. They put Moriarty in good field position, sniffing a touchdown. All right, the end around goes around up to number 30. He's still on his feet. He's close to a 1st down. All right, handoff to number 30, Mario Romero, close to a 1st down. It is 1st down. All right, 1st and 10. Ball is going to be on the 23-yard line. 1st and goal on the 23-yard line for Moriarty. 1st and 10. Okay, Española's defense needs to tighten up right now. The game's not over. Got a lot of time. Too much time. And the way Moriarty's running, you can't afford simple things. All right, Moriarty handoff for the middle. Number 30, he's gained some yards. Straight up over the middle. Handoff over the middle to Mario Romero. Gains 9 to 10 yards. Looks like another 2nd down. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1, Moriarty. Ball on the 16-yard line. 14. Okay, ball's on the 14-yard line. 2nd down and 1, a short 1. This could be costly if Moriarty scores, makes the extra point, or converts a 2-point play. It shortens out the lead with plenty of game left. All right. Wing back, number 30 again. Hand off to Romero again, right over the middle, and it's a touchdown. I don't see any flags so far. Touchdown, Moriarty. So that's touchdown, Moriarty. All right. And just like I said earlier, they gave him the ball back on the 30-plus yard line and just let him run at will. Because they're averaging close to 50, 60 yards every time they touch the ball. So is that going to come back to knock him on the head? Moriarty looking for an extra point. Let's see. Pintos setting up for an extra point. Kicker out. Kick is up and not enough. It's no good. So that stalls it right there. With 9 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Moriarty fighting Pintos 12. Española Valley High School Sundevils 18. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right. So here we go. Like I said, it was a costly mistake. Española taking it on fourth down inside their own territory. But you got to gamble. You got to gamble. There's no question. And they did. And it cost them 6 points. Could have been 7 or 8. But 6 points. They're still ahead 18-12. Let's see who's going to be receiving the ball in the backfield. Same. It should be the same. Same gentleman in the back. Number 4, Michael Maestas. Number 7, Cody Cofin. And number 1, Benny Trujillo. All right, setting to receive the ball in the backfield, Benny Trujillo, Cody Cofin, and Michael Maestas. All right. Let's see what Española can do now. They can't afford to do another mistake like this. And I don't want to call it, I want to call it a mistake. All right. Prove me wrong. This time at least they can, maybe get the ball past midfield and then gamble. Set to kick off the ball. And the kick is off, straight up the middle. Going towards Maestas. He picks it up at the 15. He's at the 20. All the way to 25. All the way to 30. Still on his feet. Jumps out of bounds around the 32, 33-yard line. So Maestas comes all the way back up to the 33-yard line. Gives them comfortable room to work with. But they needed to get past midfield into Moriarty territory before they gamble and try to take it on fourth down. First and 10. First and 10, ball on the 34-yard line for Española. All right, 8 minutes 58, 9 minutes. Okay, third quarter's been going a little bit slow. But let's see if he's going to pick up around. All right. Española trips right, single back, isolated on the outside. Primero looking to the outside, he's got the running back out of the backfield. Little screen type play to Benny Trujillo. Pass to Benny Trujillo, incomplete. That'll bring a second and 10. Second and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. All right, now second and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. Española breaks the huddle. And they're going to the same passing formation, trips left, trips right. Single back, Primero in the shotgun formation. Okay, Primero back looking, tossed back to Trujillo. He's back, he's got the line of scrimmage and gain a few yards. Handoff. Over the middle to Benny Trujillo. Benny Trujillo picks up about 3-4 yards. Well, that's going to be third down and 6. Ball on the 38-yard line. Española back in the passing formation. All right, trips right, same thing. Primero looking out back. Tosses the ball out, has a receiver open, and it looks like it's a catch. Right at midfield. Right at midfield. All right. Catch, Santiago Trujillo at midfield. Right at the 49. And Pinto territory. First and 10 on the 49-yard line. Española Valley. 8 minutes. Clock is ticking. All right, that was a complete pass. Right over the middle at the 49-yard line. Española. They got to hit that passing attack a lot. All right, you got an isolation over here on this side, which should be nobody in the middle. Primero back to pass, isolated on the outside, but he overthrows. All right, Jarek Duda on the outside. But that was number 2, Cody Trujillo, number 2. That brings it down to 2nd and 10 on the 49-yard line for Española. That stops the clock. 7 minutes and 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Española passing 98% of the time. And if they look at the defense, there's only one safety. That whole midsection is wide open. A quick slant like they did to Cody Cofin for the touchdown would work once again. You know, so now they got twins on both sides, and that safety moves up to cover the other receiver. Cofin back, no, and pass to the outside, complete. He's all the way down to a first down plus a little more. Catching the pass, Cody Cofin. 1st and 10 for Española, right around the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line for Española, catch by Cody Cofin from Irvin Primero. And that keeps the clock going, which is great. See, those little short passes are what's going to carry him over the hump. And, yeah, you don't need anything fancy. Just keep going. You got Cofin back in the game, and he's their main receiver, which I would say right now. So it's trips left. There we go. Handoff over the middle. All right, delay reaction. And he's up, gaining about 3 or 4 yards. All right, that was a delay right there. He did 3 yards. Brings us 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7, ball on the 46-yard line, 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Right now you can gamble. You can go all the way to 4th down if you want. And this is the time and place to gamble. You're going to give them not good field position and let them run and run and run and run and take down the clock. All right, we're looking at twins right now. Single back, shotgun. Primero looking around. And there we go, looking back to pass. He's got somebody down over the middle. It's incomplete at the last minute. The ball was intended for Cody Cofin. Incomplete over the middle. That was technically a catchable ball. Don't you agree, Mr. Salinas?
I agree, Coach. I agree.
All right, I called him Mr. and he didn't catch it. He's probably going to scold me later for saying, look, man, I'm a coach. I'm an official. Call me by my title.
Mr. Official.
Okay, there you go, Mr. Official. That even makes it better. Right on. So, you know, we're having fun up here. We're doing all this good stuff. And, yeah, we can joke with each other and keep it clean. We want to make you, the fans, comfortable. We don't want to be a boring set. All right, Primero back to pass. He's looking downfield. And he overthrows. All right, Primero had a receiver over the middle, overthrown. So that's 3rd down. 3rd down, 7. Got to be careful now. Okay, he's taking a lot of time. Well, there's a penalty. All right, there's a penalty on the play. I didn't get a hand motion from the official. Holding call. So that brings them back. That's going to be 3rd down and long. 16 yards, 17 yards to go. And Española breaking the huddle. And got twins right with a tight end. Running back, going back in motion. Pass. It's a flea flicker. And the ball is almost picked off. Flea flicker. So that'll bring it up to 4th down. 4th down, about 17. So do you gamble again? Do you take the ball on 4th down? Do you kick it? What do you do? Looks like coach is conferring with Primero, so it looks like they may take the ball right now. Which, once again, will give Moriarty, good field position. Starting off at midfield. All right. You as a coach, what would you do? I like to gamble once in a while, but I like to be conservative at sometimes. And this right now towards midfield is a big gamble. 17 yards. At least they can take him down to the 35 and give him that much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's whistle. Timeout, Española. Timeout on field, Española, with 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Score on the board. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 12. Española Valley High School Sundevils 18. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right, an activity that's gonna be happening on. Yes, it's kind of early to talk about basketball, but there's gonna be an Española youth basketball camp Sunday, October 12th, and Sunday, October 19th, and it's hosted by the 2025 2A champs, the Española Valley High School Ladies Sundevils program. $70, ages 6 to 18. Contact raymond.romero@k12española.org. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so they finally decide to kick, which is awesome. I agree. Española set to punt the ball on 4th down and 17. Kick is off. It's a good ball. Knuckleball all the way down to the 10-yard line. Looks like it's going to go. And it's taken within the 5-yard line. Awesome kick. Ariel Quintana. All right, so deep down in their own territory. 1st and 10 on the 4-yard line. Now that's what Española needs to do. Don't make it easy for him. Don't give him any breaks. This is football. You gotta be tough. You gotta be dangerous. So Moriarty coming out in the wing formation, single back, handoff over the middle. Gaining a few yards, still on his feet. Española's got to take him down at the line of scrimmage, not give him that extra yardage. Handoff over the middle, number. That was gaining about 7 yards, so it's going to be 2nd down and 3-yard line. 3 yards to go. Ball's on the 11-yard line. Handoff once again over the middle, same thing, all right. Number 30, they sure are using that kid a lot tonight. No, ball carry number 30, taking it all the way for 1st down past the 16-yard line. Clock is running. Just right at the 15. That's going to be 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. Keep the clock running. There you go. There we go. Española's defense needs to protect those gaps inside as well as outside. Contain to the outside and fill in the gaps in the middle. Sure, a lot of times they'll put 6, 7, 8 in the box to prevent the run, but you've got the threat of a pass. There goes Marty again, handoff to the outside, and he stopped at the 10-yard line. Who was that, number 3? All right, stopped at the 10-yard line. Number 3, Santiago Trujillo. One, 2, 5, 16. 2nd and 16. Ball is on the 10-yard line for Moriarty. 2nd and 10. Moriarty coming out in that wing formation. All right, it's not a full complete wing T. All right, now it is a full complete wing T because you got two slot backs, one in motion, and we're going across. All right, they give it to the opposite wing, and he's taken down right at the 18-yard line. Taken down at the 18-yard line. That looks like Michael Maes, number 4, kicking that down. What a good hit. That's the way to tackle. All right, just pick him up and throw him down. So that'll be 3rd down and 7. 8. 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 19-yard line. Ball on the 19-yard line. All right, Española's defense looking really tough, but they got to hold this one right now and bring it all the way 4th down. Hand off to number 30. It's a fumble. Fumble. Who's got it? Pick up. Scoop and score, it looks like. Oh, that'll be a heartbreaker right there. Scoop and score, fumble. I don't see any flags. I don't see the ball was put down. Yeah, that is. And that, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, scoop and score is what they call it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. All right, that brings the score up to 24. All right, extra point. Ariel Quintana, the kicker, all right. Española going for the extra point. Ariel Quintana. Just right under 3 minutes left in this quarter. A little bit of confusion right there, all right? They're missing a lineman. All right, you got to pay attention, gentlemen. You know, when things come down, hopefully they don't get a delay of game. I don't see the referee. Okay, officials hand. They got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, and didn't get off on time. Illegal motion, illegal substitution. Let's see what they're going to call. Illegal motion. And that was illegal motion on Española. 5-yard penalty takes them back 5 yards. So instead of kicking from the 3, they're going to kick from the 8. Still got a chance. You know, it's just a few yards back. He had a good kicker. And I don't know, he's not having a good game today, but I've seen him kick further than this, and you're being very accurate. So let's see if he can make it. Quintana back for the extra point. Not even. Incomplete pass. Down. So that brings the score. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 12. Española Valley High School 24. Let's hear it for Sun Devils. Under 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. All right, when we come back. There we go, just a little break off the side like that too. They got some nachos up here for us, and my binoculars fell into the nachos. So I got cheese on my binos. Had to lick it off because I don't have tissue or napkins. But it's all right. They will survive, and I'll clean them when I get home. All right, Española set to kick off in the backfield. We got new receivers. We got number 22. All right, receiving for Moriarty, number 22, Devin Ortiz, and number 2, Mateo Manly Griego. Kicking out for Sun Devils, Quintana. Kicks off, knuckleball, straight up the middle at the 25, picked up, taken across the 30, all the way down to the 40-yard line, and brought down at the 39-yard line. Moriarty will take it, 1st down and 10 on the 35-yard line. Española's defense has to remain tough, and they need to control the run as best they can, and which they've been doing a good job. You know, they're giving him yards, they're giving him everything else like that too, but they're not letting him get too comfortable with the field possession. Okay. Ready, set, go. We're 2 minutes, 50 seconds left, 3rd quarter. There we go once again. All right, they're back into wing T. Form over motion. Mario Romero, number 30, with the handoff over the middle, gaining about 6 yards. So that'll be second down and 4. Second down and 4. Good run over the middle. And that's all Moriarty needs to do is just take little steps. Gain 5 here, gain 6 there, 4 here. You know, if you gain 3 yards of play, you're going to make a first down in 4 plays. All right, here we go back again. Wing T formation, number 38 in motion, and he gets the ball. And he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, he's got first down. Handoff to number 33, Royce Dennison. He's at midfield, 40-yard line, but there's a flag. Flag over here on this far side. And here we go into the fourth quarter. All right, 3 quarters of hard played action. Española is not really slowing down Moriarty, but Moriarty is not really going anywhere. So let's see what's going to happen here coming the fourth quarter. Let me see what's up, who's going where, and who's doing what. All right, plenty of game left, 12 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fourth quarter. I usually see those hands up in the air with the 4 saying it's fourth quarter. Who's got the energy to last the other team? All right, that's what it's all about. Fourth and a short, 2 to go. Moriarty, more likely, is going to give a handoff right to Romero right up the middle. And that's handover right over the middle to Romero. He gets enough for a first down. Looks good enough. First down, 1st and 10. Ball in Sun Devil territory on the 47-yard line. And that's what we look, that's what we see, that's what we do, that's how we go. All right. Setting up right now. The time's not going to stop. As long as they're running the ball, it's not going to stop. Double wing formation right now. All right, in motion, player in motion. But it's a handoff over the middle. That's been their bread and butter right now, and he's open. He just took off right over the middle. Handoff to Romero over the middle, and he takes it past 12 yards. 1st and 10. No flags. Keep the clock rolling. Ball's all the way down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 on 32 for Moriarty. And they know that they're running like they have a purpose. And yes, they do. They're coming from behind. They're setting up in that single. Nope, they went to twin backs. Wing T. All right. Looked like a fumble. All right, bad snap. Fumble. Nowhere to go. We got a whistle. Nope. Huh. Okay, they may have lost a yard. Oh, right. Illegal motion, Moriarty. That's going to take him back 5 yards, minus that bad snap. So with the bad snap, it was illegal motion, so that sent them back 5 yards. First down and 15. Oh. There we go, Moriarty coming out. There we go, handoff over the middle to Romero. He's on his horse, and he's got close to a first down. Pickup of about 13, 14 yards. Actually 15, 1st and 10. There we go, once again, run over to the outside, didn't work. All right, hand off to the outside, did not work. Stopped it, gained only a couple of yards. So that brings us 2nd and 8. We have an injured player on the field. A Sun Devil is down. Looks like he's cramping. It looks like cramping more than anything else. But we'll see, to be determined. All right. Technically, or usually, both teams would be on a knee right now for an injury, but it doesn't look like it's a serious injury, so they're not taking it serious on the Moriarty side. Which, you could call on sportsman if you want, but, if it's just a simple cramp, you didn't hydrate properly or something happened. This is what happens. And looks like the athletic trainer team is out there. Oh yes, it's a cramp. They're checking him out. They're stretching him out, feeling him out, and everything else like that. He's good to go. Cody Cofine. Hey, let's give a big hand for Cody Cofine. Cody Cofine with tight muscle right there. It does loosen up a little bit. Is that Selena? She's still here? Yeah. Athletic trainer used to be Selena Velasquez. She's now Bustos. Married, children. Kofi needs to stretch out. It's going to take a little bit of time, loosen up. So let's just wish him the best. Moriarty on the run. These runs that they've been doing have been damaging. Just on his feet, there's a flag. We got to run over the middle, picking up yardage, but there is a flag from the backfield. No flag. They're waving it off. They're giving him the yardage. So no flag. It was just over anticipated, or official got too excited, threw it up, and we'll leave it at that. Third down and 5. Third down and 5 for the Pintos. Ball is going to be on the 21-yard line. Oh, the 16-yard line. They're back on the lone wing on the right side in motion. Handoff over the middle. Throw it to the outside. See, those trick plays work awesome. And that was the wing back on the outside with the motion. He stopped at the 1-inch yard line. 1-inch line. Didn't score. He's out. What do we got? A Sun Devil down. Timeout. Injury timeout. We got an injured Sun Devil right there at the goal line. Oh, no. Helmets off. All right, we're waiting a confirmation of who that player is. His helmet's off. You got the staff around him checking it out. It's not a cramp. There's something else different. All right, looks like a little bit of pain. They said helmet's off. You got 3 coaches on him and the athletic trainer, Selena Bustos. Head coach is walking away, so he's like, you take care of business. All right, I'm giving him the heads up. He's got the water bottle by him. He's moving his leg. Maybe it looks like he just got the air knocked out of him. That's what it looks like. That's number 0, Jarek Duda. Let's give that young man a big hand right now. Hopefully he can come back and play another play. All right, number 0, Jarek Duda. Aye, his leg. That's not good for a basketball player, because if he goes down now, the head coach Joey Trujillo is going to have a fit, losing one of his best players. You know, that's why they say basketball players shouldn't play football. But in the long run, basketball players do need to be playing football. And end of story right there. Some of your best football players are basketball players. And some of your best basketball players are football players. Moriarty knocking on the door right now on the 1-yard line. Moriarty on the 1-yard line. Hand off over the middle to Romero. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. That defense held tight. Let's hear it for the Sun Devil defense. So they did score. 9 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. Moriarty Pintos, Fighting Pintos, 18. Española Valley High School Sun Devils, 24. Let's hear it for the Sun Devils. Oh, it's getting close now. It's getting tight. Española's defense isn't stopping the run as well as they were in the first 3 quarters. Is that a matter of conditioning? Is that a matter of whatever? We've already seen 2 players go down right now. So hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. I see Dude on the sideline right now, and he's not walking on that leg all that great, which is not a good thing. He's not gonna take any chances. Coach ain't gonna take no chances. He's gonna put him in the cart. Take him out. Here's the signal. All right, he's in the cart. They're assessing the situation. All right, in the backfield, getting ready for the ball. The kickoff is up. It's out. It's a middle knuckleball. Ball is taken around on the 20-yard line, all the way going up to the 30-yard line. Taken out of bounds. Oh no, that's not a good sign. He's in the gator right now. He's not feeling well. Hopefully this offense can take it, make another touchdown, and put it out of reach. 1 touchdown is not out of reach. They need to do a little bit more. That defense needs to be solid. This offense needs to score. 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Española Valley. Now let's see what they can come out with right now. They got twins. Twins with a tight end on the left side. Single back. Primero back to pass. Open over the middle. Pass over the middle to number 4, Michael Maestas. Caught. Taken down at the 33, 34-yard line. 2nd and 5. So that's going to bring it to 2nd and 5. Ball on the 32-yard line. All right, there you go. Michael Maestas being taken off the field on the gator. Hopefully that's not the end of his season right now. That would hurt. But send your prayers, send your best wishes, everything else, so that he gets better. 2nd and 5 on the 32-yard line. Primero, step back to pass. He's looking, got rushed, and the ball tipped and caught. The ball tipped and caught right over the far side. And that ball was caught by Cody Trujillo, number 2. All right, clock's running, going. That's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line for Española. Time, very, very important at this time. Time, very important. They can run the clock, take good field advantage, go from there. Española should be okay. 1 score, 24-18, and nobody thought it would be this close. All right, Española, they got trips this time. In motion, all right. Handoff to the outside, running back, and he's caught way back in the backfield, loses about 7 yards. All right, didn't do no good at all. All right, that was pitch back to Cody Trujillo, taken back, lost about 7 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and about 17. Española back on offense. Trips left, single back. Primero back to pass. And he's taken down, sacked. Primero's taken down, sacked right around the 26, 27-yard line, and he's down. He's not getting up. We're going to have an official timeout right now, injury timeout. Who's the backup to Primero? I have not seen it yet. I know he's gone down a few times, but I think Michael Maestas or one of them other skill players could possibly fit in. It's going to be an injury timeout. Maybe he just needs a breather. 7 minutes, 12 seconds. Injury timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We got the quarterback down on the field. Let's keep it quiet. Hopefully he can get back. We wait for Primero to get up. And he's getting up. All right. Oh, he's his knee. But he's got to come out for one play. All right, big hand for Irvin Primero, the quarterback. Let's wish him the best, and hopefully he can come back and complete this game. Big hand for Irvin Primero. All right, he's got to set out one play at least. That's at very least. You got third down along 27. About 25. Clock was set to start. 7:08. 7. We're coming out of 7 minutes left in the game. All right, let's see who's going to be taking that quarterback spot. Benny Trujillo. Looks like number 1, Benny Trujillo, is going to be taking over the quarterback spot. No, number 2 or 20. Pass to the outside. It's complete, and that gives him some breathing room. Pass to Michael Maestas, complete. How about number 2? Doesn't look like Primero's coming in anytime soon, but number 2, it looks like number 2, Cody Trujillo, took it over to quarterback position, threw a pass. Good, it's 4th down. Not going to take no gambles. Española going to kick. Ariel Quintana set up in the back. Ready to kick. We got a flag right before the snap. That's probably delay a game. Too much time taken in between plays. Oh, illegal motion. Illegal motion, that's going to put Española back 5 more yards. They're going to have to re-kick. Ariel Quintana doing the kicks. Let's get a status report of Irvin Primero. I see him walking on the field. He's back here walking back and forth. Looks like he's okay. Probably just need a break. But you still have 6 minutes left. Got to get him healthy. Got to get him going because we need those passes. And Española needs to make a stop on defense now. The kick is off. It's a knuckleball. It's going down. It's caught at the 42-yard line, taken all the way up midfield, all the way back to the 40-yard line. Stopped at the 40. Fumble. The ball is out. Fumble. Española looks like they got it. But let's see. I don't see any officials. I don't see any officials marking anything down. Fumble on the play. Fumble. Española claiming the ball. All right. So with the good run back, all negated with a fumble on the back, all right? These running backs have been doing a lot of work tonight, so they probably are tired. Española back on offense. 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. That's awesome break for Española. Awesome. And they're back. Primero's back in the game. Primero's back in the game. He's got a pass. He's got an open receiver. Maestas at midfield. He's still on his feet. 1st down. First down, Michael Maestas. 1st and 10 in Pinto territory for Española. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Española knocking. They need to kill this clock as much as they can. And looks like Primero is back on track. I just need a break. He's moving around pretty good. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, hey. All right, so they break the huddle. Primero back in charge. He got trips left. Isolated receiver on the right side is Kofin. You know, he should go for Kofin more often. All right, whistle. All right, that's going to be a delay of game. How? You know, that went too short. I don't know. We got Ronnie Miller as back judge. But anyways, it's still 1st and 15. With that penalty, delay a game, 1st and 15 for Española. Ball all the way back to the 48-yard line. All right, Primero back with single back trips. Set back, ready to pass. All right, quick rush. He made it out. Smart play for Primero. Primero rushed too soon. Get it out. He's at midfield back again. Ball's at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Española needs to keep somebody on that back judge. When his arm goes up, you know you have 5 seconds. So if either it's a coach, one of the players, somebody has to keep an eye on that back judge. There you go. His hand's up. That means you got 5 seconds. Pass over the middle. Caught and dropped. I think that's an incomplete play right there. Let's see how they take this one. I think it was an incomplete pass because he didn't have control of it very long. No, it was a fumble. All right, it was a reception and a fumble. Ball turnover to Moriarty. It was caught, dropped, but it didn't look like it was in control for long enough. So, well, that's my observation, and I'm not on the field. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line for Moriarty. Española's defense. Española's defense has to hold really tough now. 4 minutes. And Moriarty's been running very well. Minus that fumble. But, all right. The defense is holding strong. Handoff to Royce Dennison. Nowhere to go. He lost a yard. So that's going to be a 2nd and 12. A yard. 2nd and 11. Ball's at the 44-yard line. The only good thing about that is that time is clicking, ticking, and so on. Moriarty back into the wing T. Handoff over the middle. He's open. He's going. And that's number 22, Devin Ortiz. So that takes the ball all the way down to Española's 23-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. 3 minutes left in the game. Okay, we'll go. Once again, handoff over the middle to Romero. Romero's still on his feet. He gets all the way down to the 20-yard line. All right, handoff to Romero over the middle. Gains 5 yards. That's going to be 2nd and 5. Or 6. Ball on the 20-yard line. Man, time. Click down the time. Here comes Moriarty back out on offense. They got the wing T set up. It's going to be a handoff for the middle. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. Española's defense looking really tough. Let's hear it for the defense. All right, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer on this defense. Let's go, Sundevils. There we go. Another run play. Up. Whistle, flag. Prior to the play, whistle, flag. Let's see what the call is. Clock stops at 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the game. Score on the board. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 18. Española Valley 24. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. Offsides on... Call against Moriarty, sends him back 5 yards. So that's going to be 3rd down and to like 13. 3rd down and 13. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Minute and 43 seconds left. Let's go. Moriarty taking their time. All right, look at that back judge. Let's see, his hand goes up. They're taking a lot of time. Usually by now there should be 5 seconds. I think they're going to take the call. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's delay game. Timeout before they got the penalty. Yeah, 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the game. Score on the board: Moriarty Fighting Pintos 18, Española Valley High School Sundevils 24. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. All right, looking good right now. Classy. This is one of those games. This is what makes Friday Night Lights the Friday Night Lights that they are. Close game like this, you know, my goodness. You can't ask for anything much better. All right, Moriarty was favored coming into this game, and they were favored by a lot, I'm not going to lie. But Española is proving that they are a team not to be messed with, especially on their home field on homecoming night. They got a minute and 43 seconds to prove that they are the better team. And let's go with the play. Let's see if that defense can hold. There it is, handoff to the outside. A flag on the play. Number 2 all the way going down to the sideline. But there is a flag on the play. We got to wait for the flag. Mateo Manly Grego in the end zone, but there's a flag way back at the 20-yard line. Probably holding. 9 times out of 10, when you got a running back going around the edge, lineman is really totally trying to put as much pressure as he can, so I would assume it's a holding call right now. Holding. There it is. And that's a holding call against Moriarty. That takes away the touchdown and takes down some time. All right, that's a 15-yard penalty. There we go. Handoff again, right over the side, but it's not going anywhere. Española's defense catches him at the line of scrimmage. Caught at the line of scrimmage by Colt 45 Herrera. Good stop. 4th down. 1 minute and 13. Time is coming down to 1 minute 10 seconds. And here we go. Defense needs to. 1 minute left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer on these Sundevils. Let's hear it for the Sundevils. Yeah, I need to cheer on these Sundevils. My goodness, man. 1 minute. Moriarty has a chance to tie it up and or with a 2-point conversion, win the game.
Yes, sir.
And that's just what Friday nights is all about. It's unpredictable, and anybody has the game until, I'm not going to say the over large lady sings, because if you say the fat person, then you know you get kind of criticized for it. You gotta be politically correct anymore nowadays, but nah, let's say it. It was good when I was growing up. It's good now. It's not over till the fat lady sings. All right, I said it. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. 4th down. And like 17, Moriarty going for it. Can they stop? Here it is. Pass. And a whistle on the play. And we got a whistle on the play right at the snap. Timeout. Española. They bit the bullet on that one. But anyways, looks like the quarterback was limping a little bit. He was set back for the pass. He started limping once they blew the whistle, but that was Wow. That timeout came out of nowhere and technically shouldn't have been called because the play was already in action. 1 minute back on the clock, okay? Got the official word from the official. So, I guess they did call it right on time. So, no seconds off, 1 minute, and we'll go from there. All right. I got a lot of people texting me, how's the game, how's it looking? But I am working, so I can't really answer right now. I'll give highlights that afterwards. Or you watch it on Awakening Productions. You can see everything. You can hear me talk. You can hear Coach Salinas talking. Yeah, good dialogue. We'll go from there. All right. Española, this defensive stand needs to hold. Let's hear it for the Sun Devil defense. Let's go, Sun Devils! All right, here we go. Now, time. All right, back to pass. He's looking to the outside, and they got him in the backfield. He's scrambling. Fumble! Española got the ball. Fumble on the play. Española looks like he got the ball. Fumble on the play. They're still fighting. We're waiting for official notice. Football, Española! Española gets the football on the fumble. What a gamble. What a gamble. Española took the steam out of Moriarty right there. All they have to do is just hold on to the ball right now. They got 2 timeouts as far as I know. Moriarty may have 2 or 1 timeout left with 53 seconds. They got 4 downs. Española's doing pretty good. I don't see victory formation. They may run the ball, but they got to hold on to it really tight. 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line. And he goes down a knee. All right. He takes it down. Time is ticking off. All right. Timeout, Española? Oh, Moriarty. One official claimed Española, the other one, Moriarty. So it's timeout, Moriarty. All right, we get to see everything up here, and I saw an official on the far side. They got Moriarty, Española. He waved Española. I saw it. You can look in the film. He said Española, and I'm like, negative, man, negative. But Moriarty. All right, with that timeout, we got 46 seconds left in the game. And that is a Moriarty timeout. All right, I saw one official claiming Moriarty, Española. That's why the confusion, but not to worry. All right, 46 seconds left. Timeout by Moriarty. I think they may have one more timeout, or they might have been the last one. Score is 18-24 in favor of Española. All right, even with the timeout, they can actually seal the game one more time. 2nd down. He's down on the knee, and they will let the time run down after that. This should be last game of the... One more play, and that's going to be official. 3rd down and long, 20+. But, all right, don't party too soon. And that's it right there. 20 seconds left in the game. They're going to let that count down. And homecoming victory, Española Valley High School. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's official. Score on the board. Moriarty Fighting Pintos 18, Española Valley High School Sun Devils 24. Good job. Worth it, brother. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. You know, could have gone both ways either way. You know, that first touchdown that got called back. Some of the other things that transpired. Wow. It was awesome. And people say they like their jobs. No, I love my job, man. I like calling this. I like broadcasting. I like doing all this good stuff. Next game, next Friday, Española travels to Bernalillo. And that should be another barnstormer right there.
Valley Sundevils. Safe trip back for the Moriarty Pintos. Thank you for joining us tonight. Drive home safely. Moriarty fans, thank you for joining us. And you drive home safely as well.
You know what you said? It could go both ways. I was going to say.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Española Public School Board of Education, Superintendent Morano, and all the administration here at Española Valley High School, we would like to thank you all for attending tonight's game and for supporting all our hardworking student athletes and coaches. Follow us this school year on Twitter at EVHS Sports to stay up to date on all Sun Devil related news. We would like to wish our guests, the Moriarty Fighting Pintos, good luck on the remainder of your season. May you all travel safely on your way home tonight. Thank you.